Hi everybody, and welcome to Sit and Knit for a Bit Christmas Countdown. And we are, as always, your hosts,
ARNE and CARLOS.
And yes, we're here in our HQ in Norway, ready to bring you yet another podcast and another Christmas story and reveal of today's ball. Today is December 17th, so we are getting closer and closer.
Yeah. And today we have a very special ball.
Yes, we do. But before we start talking about that, I just wanted to give a little shout out to Prym, who has supported us for this advent calendar.
Yeah.
And if you want to find out more about their pretty awesome ergonomic needles that will really help you and make your knitting more comfortable, there are some links in our description down below that you can check out and click on.
And you know, Prym Ergonomics, the new generation of knitting needles.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. So today we have, I was saying it yesterday, how much I was looking forward to today's Christmas ball, because it is one of the more challenging ones that we've ever designed. And I think that by now, when you have knitted, if you are doing the balls together with us, or if you started earlier,
you have 16 balls already.
You have already done 16 balls, and I think you're already ready for a big challenge. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I think it should be easy by now, but the ball we have today has like 4 different sides.
Yes.
But first the inspiration.
Okay.
This is the inspiration. We have these porcelain houses. This is actually supposed to be a collection, but it's not. It's like what you say, you have one, you have one. If you have 2, you have...
Yeah, if you have 1, you have 1. If you have 2, you have...
a pair. If you have 3, you have a collection.
So how many do we have?
2.
We have a pair.
We have a pair. But we're working on the collection, and I know my grandmother, she had like a Christmas tree in the same style. But I can't find it. Maybe it's in the basement in my father's house or something. But we have to look for the Christmas tree. And I think there are probably more types.
Yeah, I think we should go around in little flea shops or flea markets and see if we can find these.
I think they're really nice. And there was also like one angel. But the angel was so big, it looked like King Kong. It didn't fit in with the rest of the houses. And
where's that angel?
I don't know. Somewhere in the stash.
And it's the same set?
No, it's the same style, but he's too big.
Ah, okay, so he's like
King Kong.
Well, you could do like a scene where, you know, if you break one, you just put the angel on top of it, and it's like King Kong just demolished a building or something.
Or you can put the angel like in front, and then you have the small houses way back.
Yeah.
Then it looks like the angel.
Yeah, and then the angel can hold the phone and pretend
like
to be doing a selfie.
But we're not using these on the table because there are those candles in there, and then when you light them, they get so warm. So we have them on the fireplace. Yeah. But there's space for many.
And we've already done a few no-nos already. Almost burning down the house or the Christmas tree. Almost burning down the poodle, and then we almost burned down the wooden angel that used to be here. So
is that like a smoked hot dog?
Yeah, the hot dog. Poor Helmer. No. If you saw episode 11, Moose, you may have noticed how Helmer was wagging his tail and turned off or blew out one of our advent candles, and it smelled of burnt poodle, but he didn't burn himself, so he's okay.
But this reminds me about something, because the ball for the day is called Winter Wonderland, and he's been outside.
Oh yeah, in our Winter Wonderland.
He had a lot of snow under. I'm wet now.
Oh, okay.
I have to take it down. It's like I.
Oh yeah. It looks like you've done. It looks like you didn't get into the toilet on time.
No.
But it's actually him. Yeah, he went out into our Winter Wonderland, and Helmer loves playing with the snow, and he loves putting his head. You know, he still smells things under the snow.
Yeah.
So he keeps putting his nose below or in the snow, and then he looks up, and then he's got all that snow, that white snow on his fur coat, which is very cute.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about the ball for today, the Winter Wonderland ball. Mm-hmm. Remember we talked about lights? Didn't we talk about snow? We talked about snow a few days ago.
Yeah.
And this ball that we're going to show you today reminds me of when I was a kid. I remember we walked with the rest of the family in the winter. We didn't go by car or horses or anything, so we were walking. So there was like quite a long walk to my grandmother's sister.
Oh, you visited your
and I remember we went there one Christmas, and we got these flashlights. Me and my brother got a flashlight each, like a big red squared piece.
Oh, wow.
Very strong light. And I remember we were walking over the fields to see my grandmother's sister. And that night it was heavily snowing. It was snowing like on the ball we're going to show you tonight.
Yeah.
And I remember we had those flashlights and we were pulling the light up in the sky.
It's very cool.
And you could see the snowflakes. That was so
and
nice.
now, and remember the other day when it was snowing, we have our own version of that. We don't have the flashlights like this anymore, but we have the ones that you put on your head.
Yeah, you had those since you went to Machu Picchu.
Yeah. They've got elastics, and you just you put your knitted hat on, and then you put that flashlight on, and you turn it on, and then it kind of you look like
That's nice.
It's like a car, really.
Yeah.
And when you're walking, if you do this, I love doing that because then the light starts flickering back and forth, and if it's snowing, it looks beautiful.
That was so nice just a few nights ago when our neighbor who have a cottage on the other side of the lake, she was up and we went there to have a talk and have a glass of wine before we went home. And then when we walked home it was snowing.
Yeah.
And you had that flashlight on. That reminded me also. I think I talked about it that night.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of when we were kids.
You know what all this talk is reminding me of?
No.
That we need to get a battery for your headlight.
I need the battery in
because
mine.
you have one too, and it's run off. It's run down. We have no lights outside, artificial lights where we live. So if you go out, it's pitch black, which is actually quite lovely too. Because if it's a very beautiful starry night,
But then it's not dark.
you see all the amazing stars, and it's kind of very 3D the sky. So today's Christmas ball, Winter Wonderland, it could be a village in the snow. And maybe in the middle of a snow fall, or it could actually be a village without any artificial lights and a beautiful starry night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reveal the ball.
Reveal the ball.
And to reveal this ball, I think we're going to have to get closer because, as we were saying, this ball is a very challenging one because all our other balls, the chart is always repeated 4 times so that you get the same design on all 4 sides. Sometimes the chart is repeated 2 times. So that you have the design over half the ball and then on the other half. But this one, Arne,
it's all over. So this one has no repetition. So this one you can't remember the pattern. You have to look at each side. So there's like on one side there's the Christmas tree where with Swarovskis.
Yes.
We haven't finished all of them yet. And then you have a little house. And then there's the church. These are the 2 we have on the table. And then you have a little house again with a star.
There's a shooting star there.
So that's the 4 sides. So we missed the tree.
Yeah.
And then we have a collection.
We do, yeah. Once we get the tree, we've got a collection. Maybe a secondary house.
Yeah, a secondary house or
And then we have definitely a bigger collection.
Of course.
So so this was the Christmas ball of the day. One of the most complicated that we ever designed. And it's a challenging ball, but it is not difficult, and you get to practice because you've already done 16 balls, and also all the white here below that is knitted without increasing. You start. This is all of the white is where you increase. So you're not increasing and knitting a pattern at the same time. So once you come up to the number of stitches that you do without increasing, that's when you start the design, and then when you do the decreasing, there is some pattern to knit.
A little bit snow.
But we have been very clever and placed all the patterns so that you don't actually have to do anything in particular, just knit them together as you go. And so it is a complex design because you have to look at the ball all the time, but it isn't difficult at all.
No. Nothing is difficult.
Taken account of that.
How to do it.
Exactly. And we've taken account of that in the decreases as well.
Yeah. So we have a competition. You should show the gift.
Yes, and you'll do the honors.
And I can.
Yes, so if you are knitting the Advent calendar with us, or if you have already knitted it, then you are eligible for a contest. If you want to start knitting today, you can still get the pattern at our website at ARNECARLOS.com, no problem with that. And you can start now, and there's still plenty of time. What we want you to do is post images of your calendar balls on Instagram. So go to Instagram and hashtag your photos. ARNE CARLOS, and you can also hashtag sit and knit for a bit. Those hashtags come up at the end of our podcast as well, so you can see them in case you can't hear what I said. Hashtag your balls on Instagram, and you will be eligible to win this prize, which is a lovely little project bag from us. There's a make your own idea book that we're going to sign with our own bare hands. And there's a bunch of needles here. So it is really, really a nice gift or a nice prize to win. And you are eligible to do it. The more pictures you post with your hashtags, the better it is. And Arne, I was very impressed. I was very impressed with you today.
Why?
Because I said tag your balls on Instagram and you didn't giggle.
No, I didn't giggle. Why didn't I giggle?
I don't know. Maybe you're getting used to it.
Maybe I'm getting used to it now. No, I was thinking about where is that porcelain tree that my grandmother had.
Oh, now you're obsessed.
And now I'm obsessed. I think we should go and look for it.
Maybe ask your sister.
Yeah, or we could go down to the thrift store.
Yeah.
Maybe they have something out.
Maybe they do, yeah. We'll just have to see.
I think it's a nice day for it.
Absolutely. So anyway, why don't we just go into our winter wonderland and maybe visit your sister and see if she has it, and maybe she can give it.
The thrift store is closer.
Okay, let's go to the thrift store. So
okay, we see you tomorrow.
We do, yeah. So the formalities: give us a thumbs up if you like the podcast. Comment down below. Tell us about your own winter wonderland. If you live in the tropics, how do you celebrate Christmas there? Because I could never do anything but a white Christmas.
No, we went to Mexico before Christmas once. That was strange.
That was strange, yes.
It was like plastic.
And I think that people in the tropics, they say the same. They could never do anything but a warm Christmas. So anyway, tell us how you celebrate Christmas in the tropics, and turn on that notifications bell, because then you ding 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 will never miss an episode.
Oh, I said we should bring the bell. I forgot the bell.
It's okay. I can do the ding 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 sound, right?
Yeah, ding ding.
And subscribe if you want to help us out. That's really the best way to do it, because if the more subscribers we have, the more YouTube helps us, and the more it's possible for us to put out these videos for you more and more often. So thank you so much for watching, and Arne, I can't wait to see you hang one of my favorite balls, and the most complex one that we've done.
Yeah.
Well, one of anyway. There's another one coming. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.